And you know what I believe, and you can do whatever you want with it. I believe that we will see, as we get closer to that time, we will see the world getting worse and worse, but we will see stuff happening in the church. The Bible says, and I forget, I didn't look the reference up, but it says that the Lord will cut the work short in righteousness. I believe we're going to see such a tremendous outpouring, and it ain't going to take 20 years. That is, we're just going to see things happen. People will come walking into the service like this, and in the middle of the worship, they'll just get healed. In the middle of the worship, devils will just come out. People that have had something wrong with them for years. In the middle of the worship, people, and I know this is going to happen, people will start having corporate visions where Jesus is seen, or angels are seen, or the heavens open up and the whole church sees it. As God opens the heavens and people begin to experience the supernatural. Once we see those veils beginning to thin and the supernatural just happening all the time, not just in here but out there. This will be the rally every week. This will be hoorah time where all these people got healed and these guys got saved and you know, come on up if you've never received Jesus and all that. But the work and all the good things are going to be happening out there. And you pray for the guy that's in the desk next to you, and he gets his leg healed of cancer, and the word goes through the whole office, and the boss gets saved and says, why don't you start a Bible study here in our business? Why don't you, what is this? Tell us about this. Because the world's going to be hell on the outside, but the church is going to be light on the inside. Where you work, I'm telling you, doctors and nurses that are in here, you need to start believing God that when you're working on people or you're dusting them or you're looking at their chemicals or their chart, that when you lay your hands on them, I go to a doctor every year and get my annual medical, and he pokes and prods all over the place, and pokes here and does this, and I just thought, what if you were a Christian and you just thought, every time my hand touches this person, I'm going to release healing into this body. I'm going to release healing into this body. Imagine what would happen that if we would do that. If more people would pray for the sick, more sick would get healed. So it's going to be hell out there, but it's going to be something else where the light of God is. I believe that's what we're heading for. So the two comings, this first one is hidden. And let me say this last thing. Believing in the rapture that happens before the 7 years of hell on earth has nothing, in my mind and those that I know, has nothing to do with an escapist mentality. We're not here to escape. We're not here to hold the fort until the master comes back. We're not here to cower inside of our doors. And you know the good thing about what's happened to us in the last 2 years? It started to force us to make decisions regarding what we really hold as true. It started to force us, but the thing that happens, God deals in absolute truth. So when you and I deal in 50% truth and 50%, well, I'm not really sure, then we only see 50% or less of that power. And persecution causes us to begin to think in a different way. Where do I believe? What do I believe? And you guys, at what line do you stop and say, I won't back up any more than that?